Hello and welcome to Mr. E's Watch Reviews. Today we have the Sn005G. It's the Pepsi Vintage Faux Patina GMT watch. We're doing this review just a little early, just because, well, basically, I got something to show y'all. Hang on a second. Let me position everything. All right, because I didn't want anybody to think I was fibbing last time when I said this happened. You see them hairs stuck in between the case back? Yeah. This thing yanked out some hairs, and we've now got to pull the case back off in order to rectify the problem. So we're actually going to do that real fast. Well, we got y'all here on video. So, at any rate, hang on a second. Let me adjust y'all down so y'all can see what I'm doing. There we go. All right. So, basically, this is the second time this has happened on a San Martin watch for me. Oh, that's right. The purple one won't fit. Where's the gray one? Daggone it. I got like, there we go. 50 utensils and they all kind of look the same. Purple tip screwdriver, the tip is just a little bit bigger than the gray one. I'm going to pull that out there. I'm going to take this off here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to unscrew the case back, and actually the hairs are trying to move with the case back, so we're going to grab the tweezers and try and get the hairs out, because believe it or not, these, hang on a second, where's it at? Come on, focus. I don't know if you can see the hairs or not. No, okay, there you go. You see the hairs? Yeah, and like, I'm not even that hairy of a dude, but they will get all the way down into the case. So like, we're actually going to take this all the way off. Just make sure there ain't nothing else in there. Spin that the rest of the way around. Let's see if there's any more hairs in there. Looks like they're all out, but we are going to go ahead and spin this bad boy off. Actually, I see my watchmaker do this today. Learned another new little trick. Instead of trying to spin these damn things with my fingers, and since we're going to do all this, I guess I'll let y'all take a look in the back side here. We're just going to make sure there ain't no hairs. And then we're going to make sure this thing's all the way down. And you see there's a little bit of stuff in here. A little bit of dust, a little bit of dirt. That's disappointing. Alright, well, let's take a look at the insides. Nice looking movement. Doesn't look like it's got a full bridge. Looks like it's a clone of an ETA or an S200 that's been modified for GMT movement. That's exactly what it looks like. At least from what I've seen. Alright, we're going to place that back on there. Make sure we get it started correctly. We do not want to cross thread the case back. We also do not want to disturb the O-ring as we're screwing it down. And now, of course, we're going to apply pressure All right, that should be all the way closed now. So we shouldn't have that problem anymore. But other than that, how do I like to watch? I like to watch pretty freaking good. The LUME and everything is pretty impressive. I mean, the glow in the dark, as I want to say we did it on the unboxing. You guys saw it then. I'll do it again. But it was pretty badass. This is another reason why I hate the Jubilees. Oh my gosh, such a pain in the ass. But we'll do it again here in just a minute. Let's get this screw in here. And since we're here, let's go ahead and check all the other screws since we done fiddled with them recently. All right. So no more hairs. It's hairless. Yes, hairless. All right. So the bezel action on this, as we found out last time, you really need to grip it on the sides because this thing's got such a low profile. It's kind of hard to grip it here, and my fingers are slipping. But here feels just fine. Very notchy, locks in place good, lines up real good, you know, bidirectional. But it has been keeping time excellent. Again, back to the LUME, like I was saying, it lasts about an hour. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? That's all it gets is about an hour. It does stay pretty good and bright for a good long while, but once it starts going downhill, it's downhill fast. You know, again, with everything being printed on here, you know, it is kind of what it is. But you know, I wore this one today on the way to work. You know, obviously, I leave here at a certain time. I get to work at a certain time. By the time I got to work, the glow in the dark was pretty much done. Like I could just barely see it. But you know, with that being said, I've worn this at work for a number of days now. The brushed finish is just holding up excellent. Like I'm not seeing hardly no marks, if anything, on it anywhere. So that's very nice. Again, the Jubilee seems to hide things very well. You can see I got some scuffs and scrapes on the clasp here, but I mean that's the only thing that's really showing any kind of, you know, marks or anything like that. I really like this faux vintage patina look. You know, the sapphire bezel is pretty badass. I mean, it when it's glowing, it kind of looks like there's a light underneath of it. The way it glows, it just, I don't know, it's kind of cool. Y'all see here in just a second. But all in all, I mean, for the money, if you like the no date variant GMT kind of deal, this is a very good option. I mean, you know, it wasn't that bad. It was, I want to say it was like 330 or 340 or something like that. I know I seen one on eBay for like 389. So, you know, we'll say 350 to $400 range. For that range, I mean, it's a nice, good looking watch. I mean, it's pretty well built and everything like that. Again, other than them not getting the case backs all the way tight. So if you're going to get a St. Martin, I suggest you also help your ass over on Amazon or whatever and get you one of these tools. It runs about $15. Because you're going to need it. You're going to need to tighten up that case back. Which, again, anytime you get any of these watches that are mass produced, it's a good idea just to double check some things sometimes because, you know, it is mass produced. It's not like one master craftsman's been fiddling with your watch the whole time. Much like what you know, where you don't have to worry about it, but again, the watch is going to cost you 5 times as much. So You know, is it worth it? Absolutely. Absolutely, it's worth it. Uh, you know, you have like, because this is a quality piece, but that's an extremely quality build. I mean, like, I don't know if you guys kind of get what I mean when I say that, but like the Janot watch is head and shoulders above all other watches that I have seen, other than like the best of the best stuff. Like, you know, other Janot owners will be able to back me up on this. Some people are going to be like, no, no, you're talking out your ass. No, I'm not. It is what it is. Um, as far as like these Chinese watches go, are the Santa Martins really good? Yes, they are. They're excellent watches for the price. But like y'all just saw on the inside, there's stuff in there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just like little white discolorations or whatever, you know, from when these things were washed, like the parts and pieces before they were assembled and all that kind of stuff. You know, I'm not going to open up my Janot, but if I did, I would be willing to bet it ain't going to find kind of stuff like that in there. But at any rate, I mean, you know, should you get one of these? If that's what your budget's set for, and you know you really want this kind of a watch, there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, again, for $300, you got to expect certain shit. You know, it's like you can't go buying a friggin' Mustang and expect it to perform like a Ferrari. All right. So lug to lug looks like 48.7. Yeah, let's measure it this way. I was trying to do it different. 48.5 is what I'm getting. Yep. Let's see. Thickness, 13.1. And this should be 40. Yeah. I'm getting 40.2. So, and then it's 20 mil between here. And of course, again, San Martin, the finish is so tight, I can't get the calipers to hook onto nothing there. Like, I can just kind of eyeball it. And even then, I'm still a little bit shy and a little bit off. But yeah, you guys get what I'm saying. It's 20 mil. I do like the Jubilee bracelet, and I'd say that very begrudgingly. It just for somebody like me, it's very comfortable, and it really seems to hide the boo boos and the scratches and stuff way better. Yeah, I mean, just way better. And you know, again, like the other GMT, I am feeling some kind of sharp edges here on the top. Like on the bottom side is very smooth, but over here on the top, when it transitions from the different metals, and I know y'all are gonna be like, "Ed, it's a Jubilee. Of course, you're gonna feel different transitions." Yeah, but everything should be smooth. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like rough edges with my super rough ass fingers. You know, and I mean, is it again deal breaker bad? No, but you know, again, I'm trying to tell y'all the honest truth, and that's the honest truth. You know, the bracelet, the finishing could be a little bit better. You know, the case is friggin' on point. I really like the no crown guards for that old vintage look, but I mean the whole brushed and you know just kind of satiny look, and you know the matte dial. Yeah, I mean it really has got that vintage look down pat, and like even you know the sapphire, like when you look at it from the different angles and stuff, that double dome, I don't know if it's double dome, but it's definitely domed sapphire. I mean it is just, it's awesome looking. I don't know. I mean, like I said, there are parts of me that really are digging this watch. There's some parts of me that are really wanting to fucking pitch and moan and complain about, you know, certain quality issues and things like that. And then, you know, I got to stop and remind myself, it's like, Ed, it's not the real deal. You know what I'm saying? It's not a Rolex. It's not a $1,500 watch or a $15,000 watch. You got to be able to let some shit go. You know, it's like riding around in my Miata versus a Maserati. You know what I'm saying? I would be really pissed off if my Maserati fucking sounded like my Miata does on the inside, because, you know, Miata ain't got no insulating panels or sound deadening shit, so you hear everything. You hear all kinds of squeaks, bumps, creaks. You know, you hear the damn soft top twisting and whatnot when you're going over bumps and it's squeaking and stuff. So, I mean, you know, if I was driving a $100,000 car and doing all that kind of shit, I'd be pissed. When I'm driving my, you know, $300 Miata that I've got 10 grand in and, you know, will keep up with most badass sports cars, well, you deal with that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is. You know, as usual, I have totally forgotten to tell y'all to like and subscribe because I wanted to jump right into this. And again, God, I got to do a damn checklist. I really got to do that, guys. I got a whiteboard right in front of me and friggin', you know, should have a checklist of like what to do and what points I want to hit and all that kind of shit. And nah, I just say fuck it and go for it every time. Full send. No filter. We give zero fucks around here. But the San Martin 1111 sale is going to be coming up. You know, again, if y'all want to help out the channel, help support us, so that way we can buy more watches, and also so that way, you know, if I could actually get a little bit extra money going on, earlier this year, I made a very large donation of dog and cat food to the Currituck Animal Shelter. When I say large, I mean like I went out and bought $1,400 worth of stuff. I'd like to be able to do that again before the end of the year as we're going into winter. So if you guys could help me out, I'd really appreciate it. Excuse me. Getting a little choked up thinking about all the misfortunate dogs and cats. I wish I could take them all in, give them a good place to live. But unfortunately, I just don't got it like that yet. So one day, you know, when the world kind of decides it's going to be my turn to be able to do or get, I'm going to make sure that everybody else gets too. You know, I want to make sure that people and animals that are less fortunate than myself can be taken care of. So, you know, whatever you guys can do, if you can just subscribe, help me get to the 1,000 subscribers, you know, that would be a big help. You know, if y'all are planning on doing stuff on the AliExpress sale anyways, just use the link down below in the description. That's all you got to do, and it'll help me get a commission. You know, like I said, hopefully we'll be able to earn up enough money real quick before the end of the year. And, you know, help me out so that way I ain't got to take it all out of my own pocket. I mean, I guess it still all be coming out. You guys get what I mean? It just, whatever AliExpress sales that you know, money I get out of it, you know, up till the 11th and whatnot, basically I'm going to put that towards whatever I'm doing for my little donation thing. So at any rate, I appreciate y'all's help. Like and subscribe. I'll check y'all later.